Given that Earth has been around for 4.5 billion years, you'd think we'd have uncovered most of its secrets by now. But that assumption couldn't be more wrong. Even with satellites scanning the planet and deep-sea rovers combing the ocean floor, discoveries continue to emerge, some rewriting history, others defying logic altogether. Thanks to hi-fi technology, exploration is not only easier than ever but more crucial to understanding the world we live in. And this year, it's just the beginning. So, join us as we delve into 15 of the most groundbreaking discoveries that will blow your brain and how they're changing the way we see science itself. Let's start off with number 15, the first AI neural link. In November 2025, scientists achieved something previously thought impossible, successfully connecting an AI system directly to the human brain without surgery. This non-invasive neural interface allows users to control devices with their thoughts, enhance memory, and even communicate telepathically. While this technology could revolutionize everything from medicine to communication, ethical concerns are mounting. Could corporations hack your thoughts? Could AI influence decisions without you realizing it? The potential for misuse is staggering, yet so is the promise. For now, brain-linked AI remains in its early stages, but the reality of a world where human minds and machines are seamlessly connected is no longer science fiction. Whether this is a step toward a technological utopia or a dystopian nightmare remains to be seen. But one thing is certain, the human brain just got an upgrade. But at what cost? Number 14, quantum computer predicts natural disasters. In an astonishing breakthrough, MIT physicists have developed a quantum computer that can predict earthquakes, hurricanes, and tsunamis weeks in advance. Using quantum entanglement patterns, the machine analyzes Earth's seismic activity with an unprecedented level of accuracy, successfully forecasting several small tremors before they occur. If this tech can be scaled, it could save millions of lives by providing early warnings for major disasters, allowing cities to evacuate and prepare before catastrophe strikes. Governments worldwide are already discussing multi-billion-dollar investments to integrate this system into disaster management networks. However, challenges remain. Quantum computing is still in its early stages, and applying its findings on a large scale will take time. Still, the potential is undeniable. A future where hurricanes, tsunamis, and earthquakes no longer catch humanity off guard is closer than ever. If successful, this technology could fundamentally change how we coexist with nature's most destructive forces. But let's be real. Playing God never ends well. Or does it? Well, let us know. Number 13. First case of wild animal treating its own wound. We know great apes are pretty intelligent, but one Sumatran orangutan just raised the bar by treating its own facial wound with medicinal plants. Meet Rakus, a male orangutan living in Gunung Leuser National Park, Indonesia. In June 2022, after a brutal fight with another guy, Rakus was left with a gaping wound under his right eye. A manly scar. Instead of licking it and hoping for the best, Rakus did something unnormal. He self-medicated. Scientists observed him chewing the akar kuning vine, an antibacterial and anti-inflammatory plant used in traditional medicine. But Rakus didn't swallow it. Instead, he spat the pulp onto his wound, then carefully covered the injury with leaf material, protecting it from flies just like nurses do. Within 5 days, the wound showed no signs of infection, and by a month later, it had fully healed. This is the first time a wild animal has been documented using a medicinal plant for active wound treatment. Number 12. Scientists grow functional human organs in labs. In a game-changing medical advancement, scientists have successfully 3D printed a fully functional human heart using bioprinting technology and a patient's own stem cells. Unlike traditional transplants, these engineered organs are custom-built for each individual, eliminating the risk of rejection. Hospitals in Germany and Japan have already started clinical trials, and researchers predict that within a decade, lab-grown organ transplants could become standard medical practice. This breakthrough could end the global organ donor shortage, allowing patients in need of new hearts, kidneys, or lungs to simply have one printed on demand. The implications extend beyond medicine. Could we eventually create enhanced, longer-lasting organs? While some worry this could lead to a market where only the wealthy can upgrade their bodies, others see it as one of the greatest advancements in medical history. Either way, this thing is not only cool, but creepy. You can't deny that. Number 11. Sanfordiacaulus densifolia. When paleontologists dig up a fossilized tree, they usually find fragments, leaves here, a trunk there. So when scientists in New Brunswick uncovered a 350-million-year-old tree fossil with its branches and leaves intact, it was like finding a prehistoric Christmas tree perfectly wrapped up for millions of years. They named it Sanfordiacaulus densifolia, and please don't ask why. This tree stood 8.5 feet tall with spindly branches but huge, 5.5-foot-long leaves. A look so bizarre it resembles the fictional Truffula trees from the Lorax. Fossilized in a sandstone boulder the size of a small car, its unusual structure suggests it was one of Earth's first subcanopy trees, growing under a towering prehistoric forest. It was discovered in 2017 by graduate students Olivia King and Matthew Stimson. This finding took 7 years of study to confirm as an entirely new species. With 5 specimens recovered so far, scientists believe this marks a crucial turning point in the evolution of ancient forests, proving that even 350 million years ago, nature had a flair for the dramatic, the dashing, and the just plain weird. Just look this umbrella tree. Number 10. Long-lost statue of Ramses II. The man, the myth, and the legend. Ramses II was Egypt's most powerful pharaoh. He was a guy who made sure no one forgot him. He built cities, temples, and so many statues of himself that his face might as well be ancient Egypt's logo. But one particular statue, discovered in 2 separate pieces nearly a century apart, has stunned both archaeologists and scientists. In 1930, the bottom half of a huge Ramses statue was found in El Ashmunain, 150 miles south of Cairo. The issue? The top half was missing. Fast forward to 2024, and a team of Egyptian and American archaeologists finally unearthed the upper portion, face down, remarkably preserved, and still showing traces of its original blue and yellow paint. Once reassembled, the 23-foot limestone statue will depict Ramses II in full royal regalia. The mystery remains. How did the 2 halves get separated? Some blame earthquakes, others ancient looters, and there are some who believe it was the work of alien hands. Well, science can't explain everything, right? Number 9. Physicists detect a 5th fundamental force. For over a century, physics has been governed by 4 forces: gravity, electromagnetism, and the strong and weak nuclear forces. But in July 2025, scientists at CERN detected an anomaly suggesting the existence of a 5th force of nature hidden deep within the subatomic world. This discovery could be the missing link between quantum mechanics and general relativity, helping scientists finally unify the laws that govern the universe. Some theorists believe this new force could explain dark matter, while others speculate it could lead to warp drive technology and new energy sources. The implications are enormous. If confirmed, this force could reshape physics as we know it, opening doors to entirely new fields of research. Could this be the breakthrough that finally allows humanity to harness energy in ways we've only dreamed of? One thing is 100% certain. The laws of the universe just got a whole lot more interestingly interesting. Number 8. A mysterious cosmic signal hints at a parallel universe. In September 2025, astronomers picked up an unexplained deep space radio signal that defies all known cosmic phenomena. After months of analysis, one theory has emerged. The signal could be evidence of a parallel universe colliding with our own. If true, this discovery would radically change our understanding of reality. Could parallel versions of ourselves exist? Could these universes overlap, creating déjà vu or unexplained phenomena? While some scientists remain skeptical, others believe this could be the first real proof of the multiverse, a concept once reserved for science fiction. Researchers are now racing to develop new experiments to test the validity of the signal. If proven, the discovery of another universe could be one of the most profound scientific breakthroughs in human history. For now, the cosmos just became an even stranger, more mysterious place. Number 7. Burial rituals of Asian elephants. Elephants are famous for their intelligence, deep social bonds, and yes, their ability to mourn their dead. But until recently, no one had proof that Asian elephants actually buried their deceased calves, until researchers in India stumbled upon something extraordinary. Between September 2022 and October 2023, 5 elephant calves were discovered in North Bengal's tea-growing estates, partially buried in drainage ditches. Their bodies were covered with soil, but their legs remained exposed, a detail that puzzled scientists. Upon closer inspection, bruising along their backs suggested they had been carried, possibly for miles, before being placed in their final resting spots. The elephant's behavior didn't stop there. Witnesses reported hearing loud vocalizations lasting up to 40 minutes before the herds left the burial sites. Even stranger, the elephants refused to walk the same paths afterward, as if avoiding bad memories. Whether this behavior is instinctual or a learned mourning ritual passed through generations, one thing is clear. Elephants are far more emotionally complex than we ever imagined. Number 6. New parasitic wasp species. If you thought wasps couldn't get any worse, well, just meet Centritis pearlmani, a pretty newly discovered parasitic wasp that takes horror movie inspiration a little too seriously. Unlike other parasitoids that target young, vulnerable larvae, this species goes after full-grown fruit flies. In 2023, PhD student Logan Moore at Mississippi State University found something horrifying while studying fruit flies: tiny wasp larvae living inside adult flies' abdomens. The female S. pearlmani injects an egg into a fruit fly's body, and for 18 days, the larva grows inside its still-living host, feeding on it from the inside. Then, just when things couldn't get worse, it bursts out of the fly's body like a real-life xenomorph, leaving its host dead. The most shocking part? This species was hiding in plain sight. Despite fruit flies being one of the most heavily studied insects in science, no one had noticed this particular horror unfolding, until now. Sleep well. Number 5. Rare blue room in Pompeii. Pompeii has been dug up, studied, and written about for centuries, so you'd think we'd found everything there is to find. Well, sorry to break your heart, but apparently not. In May 2024, archaeologists uncovered something new, a rare blue-painted shrine, unlike anything else in the city or in the entire universe. Located in the never-before-excavated Regio 9 district, the room is covered in deep blue frescoes depicting the 4 seasons, agriculture, and sheep farming. The color itself is the real mystery. Blue pigments were incredibly expensive in ancient Rome, requiring minerals imported from Egypt. This suggests the shrine belonged to someone of serious wealth and status, just like Berkshire Hathaway. Inside, archaeologists found 15 large vases, bronze jugs, lamps, and even a pile of oyster shells, likely used to make mortar. But what makes this find so special is its state of preservation. Even after 2,000 years, Pompeii still manages to surprise us, proving history isn't done telling its story just yet. There's more. Number 4. Ancient ice bacteria could unlock the secret to longevity. In early 2025, microbiologists in Siberia discovered something straight out of science fiction. A 50,000-year-old bacterium frozen in permafrost that appears to resist cellular decay. Named Vita9, this microorganism shows a remarkable ability to repair damaged DNA, a process closely tied to aging and disease. When researchers tested Vita9 extracts on lab mice, the results were staggering. The mice exhibited slower aging, improved regeneration, and even enhanced cognitive function. This discovery has ignited conversations about the possibility of age-reversing treatments. If Vita9's self-repairing properties can be adapted for human use, it could redefine medicine, offering potential cures for age-related illnesses or even extending human lifespan. However, ethical concerns loom. Should humans interfere with the natural aging process? Could this lead to a world where only the wealthy afford longevity treatments? While the future remains uncertain, one thing is clear. Vita9 has cracked open an entirely new field of biological research. Number 3. A self-sustaining ocean discovered on Europa. For decades, scientists suspected that Jupiter's moon Europa held an underground ocean beneath its icy surface. But in 2025, a NASA-led probe confirmed something even more extraordinary: a self-regulating aquatic ecosystem teeming with biological activity. Unlike Earth's oceans, which depend on sunlight, Europa's ocean is powered by geothermal energy, allowing bioluminescent organisms to thrive. Even more intriguing, some of these organisms display complex behaviors, leading to speculation that Europa might host primitive extraterrestrial intelligence. This discovery redefines astrobiology and raises the likelihood that life exists in other extreme environments, such as the hidden oceans of Saturn's Enceladus or Titan. If a self-sustaining ecosystem can exist so far from the Sun, it suggests that life may be far more common in the universe than we once believed. Scientists are now planning future missions to Europa, hoping to answer the ultimate question: are we truly alone in the cosmos? Number 2. Hunger's neural network. A new study from Jeffrey M. Friedman's lab suggests that the decision to eat may be more reflexive than previously thought. Researchers identified 3 key neurons in mice that link hunger signals directly to jaw movement. When activated, these neurons suppressed appetite, but when inhibited, they triggered compulsive chewing, suggesting that eating might be more of an automatic response than a conscious choice. Additionally, the team discovered a new neuron type that quickly counters hunger by promoting satiety, adding another layer to appetite regulation. These findings could pave the way for new treatments for obesity and metabolic disorders by targeting neural circuits that control feeding behavior. Well, we can now eat burgers without breaks. Number 1. Cancer's fatty shield. Cancer cells are masters of disguise, altering their metabolism to escape immune detection. New research from Kivance Bersoy's lab reveals that tumors use specific lipids, called glycosphingolipids, as a protective shield. These molecules suppress inflammatory signals, effectively making cancer cells invisible to the immune system. The study focused on aggressive pancreatic, lung, and colorectal cancers, showing that disrupting glycosphingolipid production exposes tumors, making them more vulnerable to immune attacks. This breakthrough suggests that targeting lipid metabolism, either through drugs or dietary changes, could enhance existing immunotherapy treatments, offering new hope for more effective cancer therapies. If you have enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you soon.